So here's a weekly chart of Bitcoin. I wanted to get this out to you guys. I just recently posted a daily chart, but however, I want to kind of go over the big macro picture with you so you guys can understand what's going on. So first hour here and the second hour here. This is the 50 simple moving average. This is the 21 simple moving average. Bitcoin loves to respect these two levels on the weekly. These are great areas to enter in, like you would have entered in. This is why we were calling this bottom about between 31 and 30,000, simply due to what Bitcoin shows. I mean, you can even see we have a low, low, low. Like this is like a ridiculously active support zone for Bitcoin. So this horizontal, you can almost draw like a horizontal line if you wanted to show that this is a very, very good support level around 28, 29K. The weekly just introduces you the concept that of bigger macro moves, things along those lines. Where if you're tuning in on the 1 hour or the 30-minute or even the 4 hour, you'll get moves. But if you're someone who's busy like myself, I'll sometimes just do things off the weekly, so I can kind of set it and forget it. So we'll scroll back, look at Bitcoin on the weekly. So looking at moving averages, you can kind of see Bitcoin went above the 50, went below, went right back above. So you might have had an entry where you would have bought on the 50, maybe sold on the 21, and then rebought again on the 50. And you can see Bitcoin right from here about, again, you're not nailing the low. You would have been in about $89,000 for Bitcoin if you just simply trade off the weekly. And you can see that it just respects the 21. And then as it goes up, this is where you could have ended up selling. And then rebought back in on the 50. Again, we have wicks that went below. You could have set your buy orders based off of these wicks, where it just seems to be a ton of sellers are just not allowing it to go below 28,000. Like it's going to take a lot for that to occur. So I would be, cautious of it. But right now, it looks like Bitcoin is just producing a bullish chart. So another thing I want to show you is we have a bull cross on the MACD. Last time that happened, we were sitting. We'll pull this up for you. A major bull cross on the MACD. You can kind of say right about here. Yeah, we had 1 or 2 ticks below, but right here, you're talking, again, 88,000. And we rode that thing all the way up to about 50, 60,000 right here. We're getting another bull cross on the MACD. This is very good news. This is very good news for the bulls. This is what you want to see, because this could be possibly another long-term uptrend for Bitcoin. So if you think you had a long-term, just understand the time frame of this. So if you go to where this bull cross occurred and you go to where it ended, almost 371 days of that upcycle. So are we going to have some down points? Yes. You can see we went down here, went down here. It took almost over a year for that Bitcoin cycle to play out. So yes, this is a long-term cycle. This possibly could be our next cross for, who knows, maybe another year. And we're entering into our next phase of our upcycle, right? We had this parabolic move up. We had our cool off. And now we're ready for our next move up. Even if you wanted to, you could probably even draw a fib line. Sometimes this is what I like to do to look at a retracement. So when we go over here to the corner, to our fib tool, I'll use fib retracement. I'll draw from the bottom movement to the top. And you can even kind of see that the 0.5 and the 618 was almost respected. But we really held on to this 0.5. I found support here. If we wanted to, I guess we could use, sometimes I go from the green wick on down, and you almost got down to the 0.618, but you could really see that the 0.5 was a level of respect. 382. So we just crossed over the 382. I would expect some resistance around 50,000. It's your 0.236 on your weekly. So maybe we cross it on the first shot, maybe it takes us a second, but I'll tell you overall, you're crossing above, you held support on the 50, you're crossing above the 21. All very good signs for Bitcoin.